Well, hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. Child, this was foolishness. Okay. When I and this in my own state, not in my own city, because I'm in Detroit. However, it happened in Michigan. And a part of me feels like I remember hearing about this years ago and never kind of thought about it again. But Netflix, okay, had this whole little documentary, okay, called Unknown Number, the high school catfish. And when I tell you, you could have knocked me over with a feather, okay, a whole feather, when we found out who was the culprits in this scheme and scam, okay? Everybody should go to jail, change the damn phone number, and she is nasty work, okay? Y'all know first things first, if you've not done so already, make sure to like the video and make sure to subscribe. It is a good old Sunday afternoon here in Michigan. And hi, I have been seeing rumblings about, oh, have you seen the Netflix thing, unknown number, blah, blah. I'm like, no, what is that? I don't know what it is. I haven't seen it. What are you talking about? What is it? No, no, no. I had no idea what it was. And oh, it happened in Michigan. I'm like, oh, literally don't care. Because, stuff happen all the time. But I got bored and I said, let me go over to Netflix. Okay, let me watch it. Oh, it's only about an hour and a half. I get to that ease. Okay. And I was watching and doing other things on the phone. I got interest. I was like, wait a minute. It's a catfish. It's some kids, police, FBI. Okay, what all happened? And I cannot believe it. Okay, so look, y'all, let's say like the video, subscribe, share it too. Let's get into it. Now, I did not believe that I would be surprised to anything that has happened. And I was watching and stuff, and we get to meet the basic people of this stuff. Okay. We have Owen. Okay. We have Lauren. Owen and Lauren were dating. Okay. This happened back in 2020, pandemic. Okay. We know so much stuff happened in 2020. We was all locked down. People were dying. We were all scared because COVID was around here, whatever. So again, this happened back in 2020. Okay. 13-year-old Lauren and Owen. Okay, they were teenagers, middle school boyfriend, girlfriend pairs. Okay. Owen, Lauren. Okay. Um, Cute little couple, little kids. Okay, little teen, 8, 13, y'all, 13. Okay. Little girl Lauren and Owen as well started getting these texts from an unknown number. Okay. Both of them are like, just got new phones. Oh, we got a new phone. I got some freedom in my space, Lord. And they're getting text. Okay. We see Owen's mom, Jill. We see Lauren's mom, Kendra. That's Owen's daddy, but Owen's daddy wasn't in this much. We've seen him like once, maybe twice. Most of the story was based from Owen, Lauren, Jill, and Kendra. Okay. And also Sean. We have Lauren, dad, Sean. Okay. I want to add in Owen's cousin, Adriana. Okay. And Lauren's ops, Chloe. Because do not get it twisted. Chloe is absolutely the ops. Okay. I said, ooh, nasty work. Uh, they're like at least 18, 19 now, but at the time they were all teenagers. Okay. So this is the gist of who we get into things. Okay. So again, Owen and Lauren started dating, dating. They're 12, 13-year-old kids or whatever. Their parents, was Jill and the daddy married, Jill and daddy married, Kendra and Sean, two married couples. Both have a children. Their kids are dating. Their parents are friends, whatever. They're in a small town here in Michigan called Beale, Michigan. Little itty bitty town. I don't even know where it is. I've never been to Beale. I've never heard of Beale, but it's one of our cities here in Michigan. And again, cute little kitty couple dating. Lauren starts getting texts from an unknown number. Okay, like mean text. You're ugly. You're stupid. Owen wants me. He doesn't want you. Me and him gonna hook up at the Halloween party or whatever. And so it's weird. So again, she get these texts. They don't know the number. Weird, weird, weird. They go out to the Halloween party anyway. Nothing happens. Cool. So they stop getting texts. Okay. A couple months later, few months later, the texts come back. Okay. More texts from an unknown number to both Lauren and to Owen. It's Lauren telling her she's ugly, anorexic, she's worthless. Owen doesn't want her. Owen want blow jobs, hand jobs, vagina. What? Again, they're 13. Okay. The texts to Lauren that are extremely harassing, extremely mean, extremely mentally triggering. When the text said he doesn't want your anorexic, and they were showing the text because they like all the texts we're showing are the actual texts that were sent because they had a transcript. So seeing what was being said by this stranger, by Lawrence Ops, if you ask me, by this stranger to Lauren. And it was also sending things to Owen, like, yeah, Owen, help us take Lauren down. She's horrible. She shouldn't be here. You want what? And the text to Lauren is like, he wants me. He doesn't want you. I was with him this day. We're going to a hotel this day. Owen's penis and fingers and my vagina and mouth. I was like, what? I was not saying these things when I was 13. Maybe once I turned 15, 16, but not at 13. I was a good old virgin child. And just tons and tons and tons of texts. So eventually the moms and dads found out. They're like, what is, because no one knew who the text was from. So Owen and Lauren, like, I don't know either. They go to the school principal because the superintendent is involved. Because they're like, it got to be a kid in school. Who could it be? The text won't stop. They can't trace the text. They will block a number to call. They would send they would send new stuff from different numbers. So it was like a burner account type of thing, whatever, where you can keep getting new numbers. So I'm like, my first thing was, why didn't y'all just change their phone numbers? Okay, because even if change the phone numbers and only give the number to immediate family only, and they can give it to like one friend, and that's it. But at least Owen's mom was like, well, no, we don't want to have to, limit their stuff because of some crazy person. Like, if we can just figure out who it is, it'd be fine. I was like, the moment someone is texting my child, like, mean things that can make my child want to self harm, I'm taking their phone. I'm getting their number changed. And the only one who had their phone number is me, they daddy, they grandmama, and the boyfriend. That's it. Okay, you give the number out to one person at a time so that way you can track who it is. But again, for some reason, they never thought to change the kid's phone number. Okay. So again, I could not even. Again, I want to show y'all this is the kids at the time. Okay, again, that's Owen with his mama and daddy, his daddy, and then Lauren, her mama and daddy, finish on. So again, little itty bitty middle school teenage kids is when this stuff started. Okay, and Lauren, I don't even know. I'm just so young. I have no idea. And Owen, I don't know what it is either. I'm not meaning up with anybody. I'm with Lauren. I care for him. We're this great couple. We're in middle school. We started high school. We're great in high school. And they were getting these messages for 2 years. Okay. This stuff went on for 2 years. of this consistent texting. Now, eventually, another Gio, Owen's mom, like took his phone from him because they were trying to figure out what can they see from the messages, see who it is or whatever. But they never changed the kids' numbers. And Kendra and Jill, the moms, again went to the school, to the principal, went to the superintendent. Eventually, the police got involved, the FBI got involved, and all of that. But they were trying to like get in contact with the basketball team to see, okay, are any of the girls upset with Lauren? All these trying to figure out again, Jill and Kendra, all this. The dads were not really involved much because the moms were handling it. Now, eventually, they're like, okay, wait a minute. Uh, One text said something about you're a horrible basketball player, Lauren. Just take yourself out. Go to Jesus. Go see Jesus because so and so had 12 points. Well, who had 12 points? Let's Kendra, whose mom was the score taker for the basketball team. So, oh, I can see. Mm-hmm. It was Chloe. So Lauren's ops, Chloe, is now involved. Okay, it's because they say Chloe used to like Owen before Owen got with Lauren, and Lauren and Chloe don't get along. Okay, I'm like, cool. It's the ops, gotta be the ops, and all the texts were like we, us. So it was like a group. Chloe had two good friends. Okay, there was always there. So okay, it must be three of them sending all these texts. Because again, at one point they said it was like 30 to 60 texts a day. It can't be one person, you know, because who has time if everybody at school, if they're at work, no, it has to be more than one person. So we see the police who have now talked to Owen. We see the police have now talked the police, the principal, the superintendent talked to Owen first, to Lauren, to the parents. Some folks thought was Lauren the one sending the messages, was Lauren trying to get attention and to get some sympathy from Owen by being this victim of this bullying and this harassment, but it wasn't her. So they then interviewed Chloe, okay, Lauren's ops. So Chloe's parents was like, our daughter's popular, people like her, she has friends, and some folks don't like that. Chloe was a bully. Chloe was a quintessential bully, a mean girl, okay, who I wouldn't like her either. Whatever. But because Chloe daddy was the police officer, Lauren daddy felt like if Chloe was really behind this, her daddy a cop. Of course, he would just cover it up. This is some bullshit. So Lauren dad, like I'm having the worst case scenarios, thinking if the person who's harassing my daughter, daddy is a cop, would it even be found out? I don't know. So Chloe and her parents talked to the police and whatnot. And she's like, I didn't do it. I don't know what's going on. Yes, I'm cool with Owen. I'm not close to Lauren, but it ain't me. It ain't me. It ain't my friends. Yes, I have two close friends or whatever, but it ain't us. I don't know what's going on. But she still had this like this bully, mean girl energy. And her mama did it again too. Okay. So I'm like, Lauren the ops, Lauren did it. I'm sorry, Lauren. Chloe. Chloe's Lauren's ops. Chloe did it. Chloe looked like she sent the mean text, told Lauren to off herself, told Lauren, that Owen wanted her vagina and he was gonna put his pee in her V and then they would do it and all these nasty, like it was crazy, the stuff being said. And that would only come from the ops, but it found out they like went through her phone and it wasn't her. They also went to like her friend's phone and they was like no evidence that it was her. So then a picture was in the text because that after they went through Chloe's phone, the text started saying, yeah, the police went through my phone. They didn't find shit. Aha, or whatever. Like, well, if Chloe did it, why would she implicate herself if she did it? Someone was trying to frame Chloe. I'm like, it sounds like it. Then a picture was sent through the text, and It was a picture like in their house, like I think maybe in Owen's house, like on Christmas or whatever. So Owen's mom was like, well, that had to be someone who was here. What kid was in our house who also knows our son and goes to that same school? Owen's cousin, Adriana. Police then put Adriana. I'm like, why the cops put on all these children? What the parents at? You would not be able to question my child at all. Okay, but I digress. So they then put Owen's cousin Adriana in there and question her. Now she's scared. I'm scared because I got pulled in. I don't know what's going on. I'm being accused of bullying and harassment and all these things. It wasn't me. I didn't do nothing. No, no, no. So now she has PTSD. And said every time I feel calm, I get terrified or whatever. I am scared of police because I was questioned and I had nothing to do with it. After she gets questioned, Adriana gets a text from what? An unknown number. Okay, saying, hey, you got off the hook. Let's take down Lauren. You know, Owen wants me. Help me get Lauren. I'm like, no. So Adriana's like, oh my gosh. So now she's more scared because how did whoever this person is get my number to text me? I'm like, we don't know. Was it the ops? Was it Chloe? Okay. So Owen and Lauren break up because Lauren starts to feel like this person's probably, they can't, are they lying? Like, is he really not messing with somebody else? Like, it can't, because if they can't be, because who would keep coming for me if something isn't true? So the text started causing a issue between Owen and Lauren. So they broke up or whatever. Because the texts were like, yeah, Owen wants me, not you. Die, bitch, die. And so ends up this unknown number, this unknown harasser, this unknown stalker has broken them up because Lauren felt like she may be telling the truth. It may be it's something. So she's asking him, and he's like, I ain't doing shit. Why? I didn't do nothing. So again, they broke up. Owen then starts talking to another girl. The unknown number texts the other girl's mama. Hey, unknown girl, mama, I'm an unknown person. Yeah, Owen and me, fuck your daughter. You know, I'm like, what the fuck? Which made Owen and the girl break up. So anyone Owen got with, the unknown number will contact them and send, crazy texts and whatnot. So I don't know who the fuck it's gonna be like. It's fucking up my life. Okay. And so Lauren mama, Owen's mama is still going to the police because like, hey, our kid is still being harassed. They broken up, yes, but they're still getting harassed. What's going on? What's going on? Why can't y'all find out what it is? We're upset. Can we go and talk to the school, the kids in school? The school like, no, y'all cannot come into the classrooms, whatever. And no, we would have to leave it in the authority of the police and whatnot. And when they was saying, well, hey, what can you have a no cell phone policy in school? And it was like, no, because some of us use our phones to work. Some kids use their phones for school, so we can't do that either. We just have to keep trying to figure it out. So again, it's like 2 years of all this shit going on. So the superintendent, the principal, the policeman, or whatever, can't figure nothing out. They can't find nothing. Okay, let's get the FBI involved. Okay, the FBI cyber crime, cyber stalking unit, and whatnot. So they gave the cyber FBI people a thing. There was like 1,000 pages of text that have been sent to Owen and Lauren. So the FBI man like going through all the stuff. Let's pull both kids' phones. Let's pull all this stuff together. Because what could it be? And blah, blah, bloop. And they pull both kids' phones and they put IP addresses. Because the unknown text coming in it couldn't get to anywhere. However, there was an IP address to where the text came from. The FBI had to get like court orders for the IP addresses, court orders for the different cell phone carriers, whatever, all these things to get the information. So the FBI finally get the court order for the cell phone company, and they find out it's an IP address. Okay, cool. Let's look at all the kids' friends' phone numbers, and let's see which IP address links to any of their phones. Okay, so Jill and Kendra gave the people with the maybe Jill, maybe Jill. Maybe it was both parents. The parents, I think it was the parents. Parents gave the FBI people, yeah, these are all the kids' numbers. So the FBI like, okay, none of these numbers ping to the IP address. None of them. FBI man then asked Jill, hey, send us the numbers of all the parents. Okay? Because it's not in the kids. We have to expand the search to see who could it be, bitch. And Jill said, fine, here are all my contacts or whatever. Do that. Bitch, the FBI man is like searching. He said that first, nothing came back. He said, but then one phone number kept coming back to this one IP address that was linked to all the text. And when he got a court order to see who this and whatever, bitch, when he said the IP address. Now wait, because when the thing first came on, my first thought was, bitch, is either Lauren or it is the parent of someone who don't like Lauren and her family. Is what I thought. Before watching it, I said it had to be someone who is either Lauren herself doing that shit, or it's I never thought it was any other kid besides Lauren. And I said, or it's the parents of someone who don't like Lauren or Lauren's family and felt like this was a way to harass them. And when the FBI man said the IP address to all thousands of the unknown caller, unknown number text was Lauren's mama, Kendra, I said, bitch, what? I said, nigga. I was flabbergasted. I said, oh, what?
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know why.
You.
Shut up! That is so stupid.
That's suspicious.
Yeah, it's funny.
That's weird.
I would have never guessed. It led back to Lauren's mama. And the reason I would have never suspected that shit is because the whole documentary, the parents are telling a story. And usually, whoever the person is that did it, we don't really hear from them till the end, and they're not really ever involved with it. Bitch, Lauren mama. I said, wait a minute. What? Lauren mama? Kendra? Now, the picture of her in the black top is her like in current time during the interviewing. The picture of her in the other one is her at the time, okay? Because, bitch, the police, once the FBI called the sheriff and the sheriff called the superintendent and the superintendent called the principal, they said, yeah, the IP address for all those messages leads back to a parent. They said, what parent? What? Who? And bitch, when he said Lauren mama, bitch, everyone said what? Jill said what? Sheriff said what? Principal, everyone was like, what? No. It can't be. She's been helping. Like the whole documentary. She's talking about the text and how concerned they were and how, but I knew what I should have thought about it. Okay. But no. Because I would have never guessed her. But during her talking, she did say, I never felt like the person sending the text would hurt my daughter. And I'm like, of course, because she's the person sending it. But what kind of parent, like she's literally sent text telling her daughter to off herself. disparaging remarks about her. Like, you're ugly, you're anorexic, you're too skinny, your clothes are ugly, no one wants you. Like, just die. I was like, sending that to your daughter for almost 2 years. Bitch. And again, they were kids. They were kids when she's and then the documentary to me did not cover enough. Lauren is a pedophile. No, I'm talking about Kendra. Lauren's mama. Because Lauren mama Kendra wanted to fuck Owen. Because why would you send all the sexually explicit texts to your daughter about what you wanted to do or what Owen wanted to do with you? I could not believe this shit. So once they, only had the IP address linking to Kendra's phone, Lauren's mama, they had to get a warrant to get all her devices because they're like, okay, we had to figure out, we need more proof that it was her. So they get a warrant, for her to search the house for devices. And so again, let's make something clear. Lauren mama Kendra put a text in there implying it was Chloe. Lauren mama Kendra set Chloe up to be the culprit. Okay. She then had them thinking it was the girl Adriana by sending a picture, and they thought the only person in the house would be another kid. Lauren mama Kendra was sending things to imply it was other people and not her, meaning she's getting other kids in trouble with what she's doing. Okay. Now, again, I said Lauren's ops, Chloe, the reason I call her the ops was because she said it was a mean girl. Period. Okay. So, again, we now know Lauren, ops, and Owen's cousin is out of it. Okay. Boom. Get them off the screen. Go. We then see the police by the dash cam of them going to the house. This is them in the house, talking to the mom, Kendra, and Lauren's outside. Child, the police was like, yeah, Kendra, we have a warrant. Yeah, all your devices. She's like, oh, okay. The fact that she never asked them why, because she knew she was busted. In her face, she was busted. Okay, completely busted. And so they're in the house, and the cop was like, and at first Lauren wasn't in there. He's like, so what happened? Why did this happen? Like, did you like Owen? Like, was there some kind of, she's like, no, it wasn't that. Was he mean to Lauren? She's like, no. Meaning she's in her mind, she's like, I'm busted. What can I say? Well, I didn't send the first set of texts. That wasn't me. That was someone else. But I sent other ones after the fact because I was like, if I send mean texts to them, maybe we can figure out what you thought. Maybe if you send the text yourself, you can figure out who else sent. Girl, what? You bitch, what? Lauren mama had some weird sexual attraction to Owen. And the fact that there was like after Lauren and Owen broke up, the mama still was trying to connect herself to Owen, going to his games, coaching, want to hang out. And his mom was like, well, no. So her only connection to Owen was now child got them texts. And I could not believe it. So she never really said why she did it. I was trying to, figure out who it was. So if I sent the text, maybe someone else would have a conversation. We can figure. No, it was you. And the cop said we pulled the IP. The IP shows it was always her. Because the first text happened about one Halloween party, and then they stopped for a few months. The second, then after that, they came continuously until they figured out it was her. So even if she did not send the first text that one day, She sent everything else. And everything else was explicit, sexual. It was, telling them to off themselves. At one point, Owen said, you're messing with my mind. I want to off myself. Like all this stuff. And it was Lauren's mom, Kendra. So the cop, like, we have to tell Lauren. So then Lauren comes in and, they're having to have a conversation. Okay. And I don't even think Lauren fully understood what the cop was. I don't think she got the cop was saying, your mom did it. Like, it's your mom. Like, it's not you, it's your mom. It was a stranger. Because again, when she's sitting there, when she's sitting there with mama, she looked like, now what now? Because he's like, we know it's been hard for you guys. Y'all had having money issues or whatever. There's other things going on. You have all these texts. Your mom did something. Okay. And even though you may not want this to be public, it's going to be public. They're going to know. Okay. So we want to prepare. So I don't think she fully understood from what they showed us that the cop was saying, your mom sent you all those texts. Your mom was the one harassing you for 2 years. Your mom was the one saying to you that Owen wants to finger bang her and blow jobs and all these things. Your mom did all of that. You can tell that Lauren was sitting there trying to fully comprehend all of it. And again, she's like 13, 14, 15 this time. So the cop then say, hey, we need you to call your dad because we want to make sure that you're safe. Your mom is crazy. Your mom was crazy. So call your dad. He can come home for this stuff. Okay. They call the dad. The dad gets there. They're outside. And the dad is talking to the cop. And the dad is like, so what now? My wife did this? Are you sure my wife? So she should be arrested, right? What do you mean? Like the whole time? He's like, the IP address links to her phone. And then he said, which phone? And he said, well, she gave us the phone. He was like, she has multiple phones. Now, Kendra worked in IT, tech. Okay, all this shit. So he's like, no, she has multiple phones. And when they asked her at first, they said, hey, is this your only phone? She said, yeah. So she already lying. So the cop then said, yeah, we think she also was lying about her job because, she was fired from this job. She never worked at Fair State, which is a college. And he's like, wait. No, she told me she quit. The cop was like, no, she was fired. So there's probably more. So she had been lying to her husband. She got fired from both her jobs and had been lying for a year. Had them thinking she was still going to work and whatnot, but she wasn't. They also had money issues because the dad said at one point, because he was working, she was handling the bills. She wasn't paying the bills. So they got like evicted, girl, crazy shit. The mama is a full-blown crazy person. The husband got home like, you did all this? It was you, bitch? The cop then say, your husband told you you have one on the phone. Where are your other phones? Because you keep lying, like it's done. We would have to ransack his house to find your other phones. No, they're outside. She like buried the phones or put the phones outside of the house because she's fucking crazy. And he's like, so you lost your job. You've been lying to me for almost a year. You have to get out. You have to get out. Go somewhere. It's over. We're done. Call your parents. Have them come get you. Tell them what you did and get the fuck out. Okay? He didn't cuss at all. The daughter still sitting there confused. The mama, I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave. I can't. I have to be with my daughter. No, get out. He's like, even if we just have I need. If the police weren't there, I fully feel like the daddy would have probably killed her, or at least beat her up, because he was so like. Because again, if you the text were horrible, but I was still flabbergasted. It was Lauren's mama. Whoever did this documentary was a genius, because the main reason I never thought it was Kendra was because Kendra was talking throughout the whole thing about trying to help find the culprit to protect her. Bitch, it was you. I said, you been lying. She's a good liar.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
Fully lied. And so the dad is pissed. Get out, or whatever. Now, the mom does, so they had been till Owen's mom, Jill, for what? Jill said, it's impossible. She helped me the whole time. And even the sheriff said it's impossible. And the sheriff said, but now if I think about it, she kept trying to be involved. She always wanted information on what we knew, what was going on. He's like, not think about it. She was overly involved. It felt like she was probably trying to cover her own tracks. So, bitch, what? Bitch, what? And Owen then said, looking back on it in hindsight, because at that point time they were like 13, 14, 15, whatever. They did this in 2024. The kids have now like graduated high school. They're like 18, 19 now. And whatever. But Owen said, in hindsight, he's like, I now realize she was inappropriate with me. She was overly involved in my stuff. She was overly friendly towards me. And I'm like, she had a sexual attraction to him, and she just did not know how to handle it. And I think that was one part of it. I think she also wanted to mentally and emotionally harm her daughter and have her daughter lean on her for strength. But she's causing the shit. Okay, causing the shit. And Kendrick ended up being arrested and charged with like harassment or whatever. She was found guilty. She was charged, was sentenced to about 19 months in prison. She got out this happened in 2020. She got out in August of 2024. So all of the interviews we see from Kendra was right after she got out of prison. But I was like, I would have never known. Because why would the culprit be interviewed for girl? I could have knocked me over with a feather. So Lauren, dad, Sean, divorced Kendra. He has primary sole custody of Lauren. When she was underage, and Lauren had not seen her mom again since she went to prison. Now, at first in the documentary, Lauren was saying, "I miss my mom. I want to have a bond with her. She's my mom." But since then, she's kind of changed her tune a little bit, because I think maybe once it was sad is Kendra kind of forced her daughter to depend on her so much that she doesn't even realize your mama is crazy. Your mama want to fuck your boyfriend, and your mama terrorized you and could have caused both you and your boyfriend to take yourselves out. She also caused harm to the other kids who were accused. She also, Chloe's parents were accused of like covering things up. So Chloe, who was a bully in my opinion, and her parents went through shit too, all because Kendra pointed fingers at everyone except her. I could not believe it. And so once we found out it's Kendra, and they say, well, why did you do it? Well, tears. Oh my God, I felt so tears that work on me. Once she said, well, I was, assaulted sexually when I was 17, and I didn't want my daughter to go through that. So I was trying to protect her. How? If you were assaulted sexually at the age of 17, why would you send text your daughter saying your boyfriend doesn't want you, he wants me because he wants blowjobs, and you won't give him one? you won't have sex with him, so he doesn't want you. Like sometimes that makes someone become sexual because you're telling them if you want him, this is what he wants, and you're not gonna give it to him, but I will. Like that's pushing her to be sexual, which is weird. So even her thought process and because of what she experienced, which is horrible, that it was her way of trying to protect her. Girl, no, because you sent them people stuff to do stuff sexually. And when I think either the FBI guy or the superintendent, well, I thought maybe it was the sheriff, said they felt like Kendra had Munchausen like through proxy, meaning Munchausen means you physically hurt the child so that you are the hero in helping fix them. But they felt like she did. This is her way of hurting Lauren, and Lauren would need her emotionally. And they also asked her, the text you sent, were you more talking to yourself? Well, yeah, because I was very skinny. I did look anorexic. I was having, eating disorder issues or whatever. I was very, very thin. I thought no one wanted me. So they also felt like she was saying to her daughter, and her daughter are built alike. But again, this is around the age of when this stuff happened. We only see them, in the real time of, how they look now because they did this and this stuff. But I want y'all to see this is how they look then. And then that's how that's the daughter when they found out it was a mom. So again, young 14, 15-year-old kids, because it was happening for over 2 years, so about 2 years. So it started, around this age. And then this how the daughter looked when it was found out. And then this was the daughter and Owen when they did this in 2024. But again, I was like, girl, what? Y'all, I could not. I need to start watching stuff and recording myself because when the cop said, I said, no, I could not. And even though I believe this made the news a while ago, but I don't think we ever, because they were using the real text. Girl, the daddy divorced the mama. Because at one point he also said how they were evicted from one place, put all their stuff in storage. The mama was supposed to have been paying the storage, meaning Kendra. Kendra was not paying the storage. So they even lost the storage shed that had all their stuff. He's like, I had stuff I like mementos from like my childhood that are lost because Kendra was lying about paying bills and lying about this and that. So they divorced. But again, when the dad said, like the moms are handling it. But that's why no one suspected either mom because they're the one pushing to figure out what happened. But Kendra probably knew because she's working in IT. They can't trace this thing here. I think Kendra never thought they would call in a FBI forensic criminal cyber person to do all of this, and also how they went and because they had to get court orders to get the IP addresses and get the phone working. So a child. And she still wants her daughter to be her friend. I would never speak to them. I would never. If my mom would never do this. But if I was Lauren, and if my mom cyber bullied, stalked, harassed me for 2 years, saw how hard it was on me, and kept doing it, and it got worse and worse and worse. And even once me and my boyfriend broke up, she then cyber stalked his cousin, cyber stalked his new girlfriend, mom. Like, once your daughter and him broke up, you had no reason to keep saying shit to them. And you kept doing it. The ops. Lauren's mom is her biggest op. And I could not believe it. And how she cried like she was she wasn't sorry. She wasn't sorry. She still Lauren's mom, Kendra, absolutely should have to be on the registry because she has a unhealthy attraction to her daughter's boyfriend. Because can't nobody tell me that her making all those sexual references to her and Owen, who again was a teenager at the time, was not her living out her fantasies by harassing her daughter. She need to be on someone's registry today and forever. Okay. So yeah, I was like, I cannot believe it. I might start reviewing more Netflix documentaries because I was like, oh my God. Okay. So look, y'all make sure to like this video, hit like it and subscribe and share it as well. You see, I had to put her in green and him in red because she's in love with that man, that little boy. He's 18 now, and whatnot. Girl, I gotta go, y'all. Craziness. It was some. Anyway, bye.